everybody, back to Multiplex Movie Melee. Tournament time, Summer Series. This time we have the number 9 seed, Igor Kasic, going up against the number 25 seed, Mark Menchaca. I can do math. I am pacing the Cinemaster Johnson. Joining me on the deck is Adelaide the Patriarch Spence. Adelaide, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for this today. I think this is two players whose seedings don't exactly line up with what they've been able to do before. Mark, obviously having a really prestigious run in Multiplex, one of the few people to beat Cameron Redshaw, doing very well in the 2020 Warzone, as it was known then, tournament, falling a little bit, but making his way back up, winning that play-in. And Igor, a rookie, 2-0. My teammate in Fandom, but that doesn't matter here, because in Melee, anything is possible. And, rookies, we need a Rookie of the Year. We'll see if he can continue that upward
100%. Igor's already made a name for himself with 2-0. Mark Menchaca ready to go on a run. He had a match earlier this year. Mark is the 24 seed. I did make an error. But let's just get started with interviews, starting with our first competitor tonight, Igor.
Hello.
Igor, you've already had a great run to your early Melee career. How are you looking forward to tonight's match?
Yeah, looking forward to it. It'll be fun to get a tournament match here. You said I was ranked number 9. I don't necessarily feel like a number 9. I've had 2 matches, so it's fairly young in my career here. And Mark's a veteran, so this is not going to be maybe a typical 9 versus 24 match that some people. I think it's going to be a tough match. Mark's been through the ringer, so I'm not expecting to take him lightly here, regardless of whatever the rankings might say.
Absolutely. Rankings aren't always everything when it comes to skill level, but let's get your competitor in here right now, as well as his manager, Scott Harvey. Mark, coming into this tournament, got to think that you're looking to make quite a big splash. How are you feeling tonight?
I feel fine. I'm really just anxious to get going at this point, just because in our tournament, anything can happen. Did okay last time. I was, in the 20-ish range of ranked in this stuff. Maybe that happens again.
Yeah, I was going to make the same point that obviously Mark made his name in that first singles tournament that he was in. Were you Rookie of the Year after that? Honestly, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. And it was largely because of what happened in that tournament. So this is a great opportunity for him. He's fallen to the 24th seed, so I think it would be, a good time for him to get back on track. And fortunately, a tournament can do that because you can get a bunch of matches coming up in a row. Respect to Igor, again, he's undefeated. There's probably not that many, if any, other players in this tournament that can say that. So not taking him lightly, but I'm looking forward to this opportunity for Mark. And I think this is the first time I'm managing Mark, so that's fun too.
Absolutely. Thank you, Scott. Well, we may as well just get into our match, starting with our rules. Round 1 is going to work like this. Competitors will get 8 questions from 8 different categories worth 1 point apiece. They will have 15 seconds to write their answers on their board, and if they get all 8 questions right, they will receive a bonus question. Competitors will have 3 repeats and 1 challenge throughout the duration of the match. Competitors, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Nope.
And your first question is coming to you in the category of the 1980s. Who directed The Fly?
I've never seen this, and I really want to.
I watched it last year. Awesome movie.
It's on that list of movies I can watch for Halloween whenever it's October, and I always forget to do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, will go to you.
David Cronenberg.
And Igor?
David Cronenberg.
David Cronenberg is correct.
Right. Next question comes to the category of mystery thriller. What happened in Paul's latest book that Annie demands he change in Misery? Well, especially we need a fairly specific answer for this.
Is there a lot of misery in your life, Spence?
Oh, I've been in therapy for 10 years. There's plenty.
Hey, therapy's a good thing. I recommend everyone.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Igor, we will go to you.
Killed off the main character.
And we'll go to Mark.
Yeah, so the main character dies.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I would accept both. Yeah. Main character dies, misery dies. You guys both put the same thing. We will go on to your third question in the category of musicals. Who plays Mary Poppins in Mary Poppins Returns? Some people think this movie is better than the original. Those people are wrong.
It's better than it should be, though.
No, yeah, it's fine. 5,
It's good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, will go to you.
Emily Blunt.
And we will go to Mark, to Igor.
Emily Blunt.
That is correct. Emily Blunt.
All right, fourth question in the category of classics. What physical disability does Rizzo have in Midnight Cowboy?
Rizzo. That's a very, Italian-esque name.
Is Stockard Channing Italian?
I don't know, but I'll do the countdown in Italian. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're welcome for that. Igor will get to you.
I don't know, a limp?
And we will go to Mark.
He has a limp.
A limp is correct. Both competitors are tied. As we go into the fifth question, the category of 2000s. Naomi Watts plays both Betty Elms and Diane Selwyn in what 2000s film? Man, this question's pretty electric. Badoomch. Watts.
The pun. Oh.
4,
One of the best
3,
side characters in Paper Mario.
2,
Repeat
1.
the question.
Absolutely, that is Igor's first repeat. Naomi Watts plays both Betty Elms and Diane Selwyn in what 2000s film? Now, I'm going to completely agree with you. In the original Paper Mario, Watts the second best party member. Bo is my favorite. Bo with a fan smack, but Watts very close behind. Original one. 5,
1,000 Year Door's better.
4, 3, 2, 1. No one would disagree with you there. Mark will go to you.
Said Mulholland Drive.
And we will go to Igor.
Mulholland Drive.
Mulholland Drive is correct.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
All right. Sixth question, category of comic book movies. What reigns from the ceiling in the club the first time we see Blade as an adult in Blade?
Have you ever tried to ice skate uphill?
Unfortunately, I am not a motherfucker.
That's good.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're actually doing really well with hosting. Mark will go to you.
Man. I see Cody right now. Blood.
And we will go to Igor.
Blood.
Blood is correct. I actually can't see Cody right now. I think he's probably doing pretty fine. Your pen, ultimate question. We come to the category of coming of age. Timothy Bottoms, Jeff Bridges, and Sybil Shepherd star in what 70s coming of age film? We just mentioned Cody earlier, and he definitely shepherded some great players to success.
I think that Cody's going to have a long talk with us about never hosting together again after this.
I think we're doing perfectly fine, Spence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Marcy will go to you.
I say clue to that. All right.
And we will go to Igor.
The Last Picture Show.
The Last Picture Show is correct. Igor striking first blood.
All right. Your final question, while Igor retains the perfect round, is in the category of drama. The ship the HMS Surprise is hunting down in Master and Commander Far Side of the World is from what country?
Yeah, I will say one of the negatives of not hosting on the main account is I can't see the feedback from the showrunners down below, but I think we're doing pretty good.
Thankfully, Cody's on the second row, so I don't get to see anything if he pops up and he's like...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Mark, we will go to you.
Said France.
And for the perfect round, Igor?
Said France.
France is correct for the perfect round. We will be asking Igor a bonus question. Igor, this question will be going to you, so you do not have to write the question down. Superman 2, The 400 Blows, and The Lavender Hill Mob all have scenes set at what famous landmark?
The Eiffel Tower.
For the true perfect round.
So we have 9 to 7.
Yep, that is exactly what I have.
All right.
But anything can happen as we get into round number 2, also known as our wheel round. Each competitor will get a spin at the wheel and receive 5 questions in whatever category that they land on. Answer it correctly, 2 points, check down to multiple choice, 1 point. If they get the question wrong, their opponent has the chance to steal. Once a competitor spins a category, they will choose whether to keep it or spin again, but they must keep whatever they land on for their second spin. The categories on your lovely wheel tonight are Guy Ritchie,
football movies, horror, animated 2000s, war, Oscars, and music.
Yes, Igor, you are the lead. Would you like to go first or defer?
I will defer.
All right, then, Mark, this is going to be your spin. So bring Scott in.
Great round, Mark. You only missed one question. All
Land on
right.
your football movies. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Let's toss the pigskin.
Yep.
All right, Spence, why don't you read Mark his questions in the category of football movies?
My favorite category. Mark, are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. What frequent Sandler director plays Sandler's father in The Waterboy?
Multiple choice.
All right. Options are A, Dennis Dugan, B, Frank Karachi, C, Judd Apatow, or D, Peter Siegel.
Say Dennis Dugan.
That is incorrect, Igor, for the 1 point steal. Options are A, Dennis Dugan, B, Frank Karachi, C, Judd Apatow, or D, Peter Siegel.
Peter Siegel.
That is incorrect. Looking for B, Frank Karachi.
Okay.
What about Bo Callahan causes Sonny to think he is a bad teammate and ultimately not draft him first in draft day?
His teammates didn't show up to his birthday party.
That is correct for 2 points. At the end of Jerry Maguire, Jerry believes Ray may have a future in what sport?
Five.
Baseball.
That is correct for 2 points. How did the escort mistakenly believe Joe is going to die in Heaven Can Wait?
Multiple choice.
All right. Options are A, hit by a truck, B, drowning, C, heart attack, or D, football accident.
Say drowning.
That is incorrect, Igor, for the 1 point steal. Options are A, hit by a truck, B, drowning, C, heart attack, or D, football accident.
Let's say A.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Mark, and your final question. Who plays Rudy's father in Rudy?
Hey, Igor, can you rate?
Just up.
Yes.
Ned Beatty.
That is correct for 2 points. Now the score at 13 to 10.
Yes, that is what I have.
All right, bring it back up. Igor. Or you got the wheel. Igor spin. You land on opponent's choice. Scott.
All right. Yeah, well, not a lot of tape to go off of, but I think based on our discussion, Mark, that Oscar's probably a good bet here.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Hollywood's Biggest Night.
All right, so Igor will be taking Oscars by way of opponent's choice. Igor, I will be reading you your questions in the category of Oscars. Your first question: what film won Best Picture for films released in 1953?
From Here to Eternity.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question: Moulin Rouge, Marie Antoinette, and The Duchess all won what Oscar?
Best Costume Design.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question: who is the only person Haley Steinfeld lost an Oscar to?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, Natalie Portman, B, Meryl Streep, C, Monique, or D, Melissa Leo?
Monique.
That is incorrect. Mark, a chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Natalie Portman, B, Meryl Streep, C, Monique, or D, Melissa Leo?
Melissa Leo.
That is correct for 1 point. Tie game as we move into Igor's penultimate question in the category of Oscars. Who won back-to-back original score Oscars for films released in the 90s?
Multiple choice.
For multiple choice options, is it A, Alan Menken, B, Hans Zimmer, C, John Barry, or D, John Williams?
Alan Menken.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of Oscars: how many times was Steven Spielberg nominated for Best Director Oscars for 80s films? Five, four, three.
Multiple choice.
Two. All right, your multiple choice options. Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5?
Three.
That is incorrect. Mark, a chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5?
Say 2.
That is correct for 1 point. And Spence, correct me if I'm wrong, we have a tie game, 15-15 coming out of round.
We do.
Well, anything can happen as we get into round number 3, also known as the Pick Your Poison round. Competitors will have a chance to pick from a 1, 2, 3, and 4 point question from pre-selected categories chosen before the match. Your categories that the competitors will pick from tonight are Ridley Scott, Mark Wahlberg, action adventure, mystery thrillers, recent releases, 2000s, family, and biopics. We will get back to you right after this. Right, our competitors have chosen their questions. The competitors are tied, but because Mark is the lower ranked competitors, we will go to him first for his 1-pointer in the category of 2000s. Mark, your 1-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Cruise, Max von Sydow, and Colin Farrell all appear in what 2000s movie?
Minority Report.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right, Igor, your 1-pointer in Mark Wahlberg. What was the first film in which Wahlberg co-starred with Will Ferrell?
The Other Guys.
Correct for 1 point.
Once again, tie games. We will go back to Mark for his 2-pointer in the category of action adventure. Mark. In Demolition Man, we learn that every restaurant has been replaced by what fast food chain?
Taco Bell.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, Igor, your 2-pointer in 2000s. Who directed Kate and Leopold?
Five.
Penny Marshall.
It is incorrect. Looking for James Mangold. I go to your 3 in action adventure. Matthew McFadden, Ray Stevenson, and Luke Evans all play the title roles in what 2010s action film?
The Three Musketeers.
That is correct for 3 points.
So with that, we will go back to Mark for his 3-pointer in the category of recent releases. Mark, how does Nicholas Holt's character kill himself in The Menu?
Hanging.
That is correct for 3 points.
Igor, your 4-pointer in Ridley Scott. If you hit this, go back to Mark. If you miss, Mark wins and moves on to round 2. Are you ready?
Yep.
Right. In Ridley Scott. Reeve Carney plays what real-life figure in the fashion world in House of Gucci?
Tom Ford.
That is correct for 4.
Bringing Igor's score up to 23 and taking it back to Mark for his 4-pointer in the category of Wahlberg. What an insane match we've had so far. And Scott does want to be brought in.
All right. So can you read that question again, please, that you just
Yes,
asked? Him?
absolutely. Reeve Carney plays what real-life figure in the fashion world in House of Gucci? I don't know why I read it like that.
That's fine. I heard Reed Carney the first time, and I knew his name was Reeve. So we're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, so just to let you know the situation, it's very simple. If Mark hits his 4-pointer, he wins the game. If he doesn't hit his 4-pointer, Igor wins the game. Mark, your 4-pointer in the category of Mark Wahlberg. In Boogie Nights, Reed tells Dirk that he, Reed, is told that he looks like what famous movie character? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That is your first repeat. In Boogie Nights, Reed tells Dirk that he, Reed, is told he looks like what famous movie character? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Question.
That is your second repeat. In Boogie Nights, Reed tells Dirk that he, Reed, is told he looks like what famous movie character? Five, 4, 2. That is your final repeat. In Boogie Nights, Reed tells Dirk that he, Reed, is told he looks like what famous movie character? Five, 4.
James Bond.
And your winner, Igor Kasic. The correct answer we were looking for was Han Solo. Igor wins final score of 23-22. We will be moving on to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finisher, Mark, the Big Show Menchaca. Mark, this has been one of the best games of the tournament so far, very early in the tournament, but I think both you and Igor were playing an incredible game. But I get what you must be feeling right now, so how are you feeling?
I mean,
I'm sure Mark is disappointed right now, but you can't play better than that in a loss, honestly. That's just brutal. Like, you can't have a more even match than that. It was 2 points, I guess, separating them round 1, just due to the bonus. Completely tied coming out of round 2. Mark had the chance to hit the 4 there. He got a deep plot question, which you got to expect that at the 4-point level, obviously. There was a data question on the other end, but that does happen. At the end of the day, again, Mark shouldn't feel disappointed about what he did here, because he absolutely played good enough to win this match. Against a different opponent, he absolutely would have. Igor's obviously a very good player. He was down talking himself in the beginning of the match, but he showed why he has an undefeated record today, and I'm sure whoever he plays next is going to be concerned after what happened here.
Igor played really good today, and that's good. I thought he gave me an opening when he missed that Peyton Leopold question, but that's just I feel like I keep finding myself in situations like this where I either don't play very well and I lose the match, or I played pretty good, like I did today. I mean, I feel like I've had several games like this where I put up plus points in a loss. And, and it comes down to that where, it is, kind of a deeper cut question, but I got to hit that. It's a Boogie Nights question. I have to hit it. And, and that's, that's unfortunately the difference here. And then maybe hitting one more of those football questions for 2 points, but, it is what it is. Hopefully we're winning the fucking tournament.
Well, when you do come back in Melee, is there anyone you would like to play?
I don't know, man.
Absolutely, that's fair. Thank you so much for playing tonight. Thank you, Scott, for managing. But we will be moving on to our winner tonight. Igor, 3-0 in your rookie season is something very few rookies can say. You played an incredible game tonight. How are you feeling?
Honestly, finally feeling a little bit like the number 9, maybe. Just getting a little bit of confidence, because that was a great match from Mark as well. Mark has nothing to be upset of. Obviously, everyone wants to win, but Mark played a hell of a match. Nothing but respect for him. Tough questions on both sides for some of the match, but I felt like I handled it pretty well and bounced back from the 2-point miss, and luckily was able to pull it off at the end. So excited to go forward.
Absolutely, 100%. Well, I cannot name who you are going to be playing specifically, but I will tell you, you are either going to be playing the 8 seed or the 25 seed. Can't really hypothetically say, of those two, who would you rather play, but I'm sure whoever you play is going to be a little bit more cautious going into this match. So I'm very excited to see what you do in the tournament, Igor.
Yep, that's going to be no easy feat. Whoever I get matched up with, I'm sure it'll be a tough match, and I'm looking forward to it. Keep on moving on.
100%. Thank you. Spence, final thoughts on tonight's match. I'll just be honest. I think this was an incredible match. Both players were playing at very high levels. It was a marathon at the end, just seeing which player was going to tap out towards the end, and Igor was able to make it through. How do you feel?
I tried to do some math here during the post matches. I believe they played as statistically close a game as you could, because while Igor missed one more question than Mark overall, Igor got the one extra bonus question in round one. Actually, wait. No, that's not true. They've missed the exact same. They both only missed 4 questions tonight. So they played the exact same accuracy. It just came down to the fact that the questions that Igor hit were worth more than ones that Mark hit. That being said, fucking amazing start to a tournament.
No, yeah, I think that's the best thing you can say is you hope for round one matches as like half as spicy and as fiery as this. But on behalf of Igor, on behalf of Mark, on behalf of Scott for managing, on behalf of you, Spence, for hosting, on behalf of everyone here at Multiplex Movie Melee, I'm Payson Johnson. Have a great night.
Oh, fuck, that was on me. Shit.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
You've been taken from my friends.
Goodbye.